Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Caitlin Clark was standing all alone with the basketball, right in front of the logo with the game hanging in the balance. For much of the season, things have not come easy for Clark in the Indiana Fever. There have been questions, criticism, controversy, and constant discussion surrounding every move she makes. But in that moment, none of that mattered. This was Caitlin Clark's comfort zone. And when the biggest moment of the game arrived, the shot hit nothing but net. Clark's incredible three-pointer with just 1.2 seconds remaining lifted the Indiana Fever to a dramatic 78-76 victory over the Washington Mystics on Monday night. More importantly, it gave the 24-year-old superstar one of the defining moments of her third WNBA season after what has been a rocky and frustrating start. After the game, Indiana coach Stephanie White had nothing but praise for her star player. I think sometimes we take great players and certainly generational talent for granted, Stephanie White said. What she did was incredible for us. She's going to have many more moments like that. I know she is, and we needed this one tonight. And honestly, a lot of fans feel like Caitlin Clark deserves every bit of the credit for this win. When the Fever needed someone to step up in the biggest moment, it was Clark who delivered. That's why so many fans continue to ask why the offense doesn't run through her even more often. Coming into this game, Indiana was just 5-5. Clark had been stuffing the stat sheet, but her shooting numbers had not been where many expected. At the same time, she has continued to face intense scrutiny from every direction. Whether it was the sideline exchange with Stephanie White or criticism from national columnists regarding her emotional reactions on the court, Clark has remained one of the most talked about athletes in sports. The conversation surrounding her almost feels tribal at times. Every performance becomes a debate. Every mistake becomes a headline. Every success becomes a major story. Yet inside Washington's Care First Arena, Clark once again showed why she remains one of the biggest attractions in basketball. When Stephanie White was asked if this game-winning three-pointer might finally quiet some of the noise surrounding Clark, she gave an answer that many fans probably already knew. "I don't know that the noise is ever going to be quiet," White said. "This is what Caitlin does. She makes big shots and she has big moments." Clark started the game aggressively, scoring 10 points in the first quarter. However, foul trouble slowed her down for a stretch. Then came one of the key moments of the game when her 4-point play in the third quarter helped push Indiana's lead to 17 points. But the Washington Mystics refused to quit. As the game entered its final minute, the pressure continued to build. With Indiana trailing by 1 and only 36 seconds remaining, Clark missed 2 consecutive free throws. Normally, that would have been the moment everyone focused on. Critics would have been ready to discuss it for days. Instead, Clark immediately responded. Washington turned the ball over, and Clark calmly found Kelsey Mitchell running in transition for a layup that put the Fever back in front. Then came another twist. Sonia Citron knocked down 2 free throws with 4.3 seconds left, giving the Mystics the 76-75 lead. Indiana called timeout and prepared one final play. Sophie Cunningham inbounded the ball across the court toward Clark. Washington's Cody McMahon tried to jump the passing lane and make a steal, but she missed by inches. Suddenly, Clark was wide open. The ball found her hands, the crowd held its breath, and Caitlin Clark delivered. After the game, Clark revealed exactly what was going through her mind. "You better make this," Clark said, "because I missed my free throws. All those plays are plays we work on after practice, so everybody knows their role, everybody knows what they're going to do." She also talked about the pass from Sophie Cunningham and the defensive gamble by Cody McMahon. Cody almost got a fingertip on it. It kind of worked out perfectly that she went for the steal. Honestly, probably the most wide-open shot I had all night. My hands got a little clammy, but Caitlin Clark put on a show of shows today, man. She did her thing, man. She did her thing. Even while being sabotaged by the coach, Stephanie White. We got a bunch of stuff to get into. Yeah, listen, the Indiana Fever damn near choked this game away. The Indiana Fever damn near choked this game away. This was a fireable offense by Stephanie White. You had a 17-point lead and you damn near blow it. Caitlin Clark got to come and save the day. Ridiculous. I'm glad Austin Kelly, because I saw Stephanie White didn't draw this play up in the huddle. They showed Austin Kelly drawing up the offense. Austin Kelly, you're finally thinking with your brain. You drew up the game-winning play for Caitlin Clark, not Kelsey Mitchell. That's the first thing I've seen you do good all year. Outside of that, I want to be honest, this offense is absolutely garbage. We can't even score 20 points per quarter no more. You guys have taken the best offense in the league and completely ruined it. We're scoring 78 points? Like, dude, we were scoring 100 points a night. Y'all really came over here and completely messed up the whole offense. Y'all messed up the whole thing, bro. Like, it's really, really, really bad. Once again, Stephanie White almost blew this game. You started Caitlin Clark in the second quarter, you took her out within 30 seconds, and proceeded to sit her on the bench for the next 7 minutes. Why? Why? It's just dumb. It's just dumb. This lady thinks she's the smartest person in the room. She don't know what she doing. It's very clear. It's very obvious. This was a fireable offense today, and Caitlin Clark bailed your ass out and may have saved your job. Caitlin Clark bailed you out today. Simple as that. It's as simple as that. The Washington Mystics are garbage. This game should not have come down to this. It should not have come down to this at all. Caitlin Clark, you absolutely saved Stephanie White's ass tonight. Ultimately, Stephanie White did try to freeze you out, and you would have had 40 tonight. But hey, we'll take the game winner.
So it's clear Caitlin Clark has 3 fouls, right? It's clear Caitlin Clark is averaging 5 fouls over a span of 5 games. Stephanie White, last game, literally said the Fever need to figure out how to help her out, right? How to stop fouling, etc., right? As if you're not the coach and it's your job to do that. Let's listen to what else Stephanie White has to say.
Drop and they're making great decisions. I know the fouls are frustrating. What are you going to tell your group just to adjust to that this next half but not lose the physicality? We got to be disciplined. We got to be more disciplined. I mean, we're fouling when it's unnecessary because we're in poor position to start.
Coach, thanks so much. Good luck.
Thank you.
We're fouling when it's unnecessary because we're in poor position to start. Well, Stephanie White, you are the one putting these girls in position. Stephanie, they are always in a poor position to start. Stephanie, when are you going to make the adjustment? Coach? Stephanie? Oh, my God.
Right. Yeah, just Caitlin, what was going through your mind on that last shot?
I better make this because I missed my free throws. But I mean, like all those plays are plays we work on after practice. So like everybody knows their role, everybody knows what they're gonna do, and a lot of the time the credit doesn't go to the person inbounding the ball. Like that was a tough pass, like skip pass, somebody on the ball and across the court, and Cody almost got a fingertip on it. Kind of worked out perfectly that she went for the steal, and it's honestly probably the most wide open shot I had all night. So my hands got a little clammy, but still went in, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, just Steph, was that the play you drew up, or how much confidence do you have in Caitlin for that shot?
Well, Austin drew up the play. I mean, Austin does a lot of our end of game stuff, and it was what he drew up. We executed it perfectly. I think you see we've been in a lot of those end of game situations, and we've done a really good job of executing in those moments. And we got the shot, and C stepped up and made a hell of a shot.
Caitlin, that I think is your first buzzer beater to win a game in the WNBA, which you're kind of known for from college. Mm-hmm. How important was it, and maybe also Steph for you as well, to have that go and not lose that game after having such a huge lead?
Yeah, I mean, I think like you always think about ways you want to get better, and we certainly crumbled a little bit, and we would have liked to definitely have played the third a little bit better and not let them beat back in the game. But this is a hard league to play in, and you take a win in whatever way you can get it. And when we go down the line here, and nobody's going to look back and be like, oh, well, the Fever probably should have lost this game but made a buzzer beater. No, it's a W. Like, it's a win for us. So, we're happy about that. But also, you go back and look at everything and find a way to improve, and certainly improve our defense the best we can. But, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's about finding ways, and we found a way, and get a couple of defensive stops, a couple of buckets. I thought, when we had the loose ball that Shakira got, and C found Kelsey, and somehow she found her balance and made the layup. I mean, those are all winning plays, and it is a hard league, and Washington is a team that just keeps coming at you, and they're a resilient group. They kept coming at us. It wasn't perfect. It's not going to be, but finding a way is important, and this group grew tonight. Coach, what can a signature CC moment like this do to sort of just quiet the noise and give you guys a ton of momentum? I don't know that the noise is ever going to be quiet. This is what Caitlin does. She makes big shots and she has big moments, and it's I think when you have a player like her, it's very easy for people to just take it for granted and to think that everything that she does is always going to be easy and flawless and she's just going to step up and she's going to do it every time. And it's a number one, a lot of work that she puts in. Number two, like it's been a rough go over the last, I don't know, 18 to 24 months for her. And so she's finding her way. And every opportunity that she gets to hit a shot like that or to get a stop. I mean, she got a big defensive stop for us. To get a pass like she did to Kelsey is an opportunity to continue to feel more and more like herself and grow that confidence back. And I say this often, and I think sometimes we take great players and certainly generational talent for granted. And what she did was incredible for us. She's going to have many more moments like that. I know she is. And we needed this one tonight. And then Keelan, was it hard to stay in a rhythm when you were sitting out most of the second quarter?
Yeah, I mean, no player ever wants to be in foul trouble. Like, I think it's just like a mental challenge more than anything, especially like I started the first quarter really well and then kind of got in a little bit of foul trouble. But, thought my teammates did a really great job there in the second quarter, like built us a lead, got stops. I think they only had 29 points or something like that at halftime. I'm not really sure, but maybe I'm wrong. No, I'm right. Good memory. Um, but I think you just find a way to keep battling and keep persevering. And, not everything in the second half was perfect either, but
Yeah.
just kind of keep pushing through and, try to make plays when it matters down the stretch.
Steph Leah had some big moments in that fourth quarter. What did you see from her, and especially doing it all with 5 fouls as well?
Growth. She had some moments where you could tell she was frustrated. And a couple of opportunities that didn't go her way, and she stayed strong, mentally, physically, and again, a tribute to her teammates for staying in her ear and lifting her up in those moments. And then she made some big plays for us, defensively especially. We had a small lineup and she had to really be everywhere and help everybody. And I thought she did a great job. Some key rebounds, and we play through her a lot. I think her decision making was good as well. So, I think for all of us, it's just we're continuing to grow together. It was big for us the way that we lifted one another up in those huddles, and they were all talking positivity into one another, and that's what it's going to take to continue to build our connectedness.
And Lexi, what was like being spoken about in like, say, like that third quarter huddle when you guys kind of like snapped that big lead? Just kind of what was the message moving around the whole team to kind of spark that fourth quarter?
I mean, basketball's a game of runs, and I think for us it was trying to stop their run and play what we did in the first half, get back to that, get back to playing good defense. And I think a lot of our offense comes from good defense. I thought we were getting some good shots. And sometimes they just don't fall, and then they started falling. So for us, I think the message was just stay together. That's been the message for all season, but especially right now, especially when we're going through ups and downs in the middle of games, is just stay together and keep playing together like we know we can.
Yeah, Lexi, you're obviously known as one of the defensive leaders on this team. Just what have your thoughts been on the defense this game, the past couple games, and just how it can improve?
I think we're trusting each other more, we're playing better together, moving more on a string, but I think that's an area for us to be really great is the area we need to be better on. Playing defense without fouling. Like, I think all of us were in foul trouble at the end of the game, and trying to play games so that at the end of the game we're not in that situation, and sending them to the line, I think, hurt us. I mean, I fouled at the end to put them in the lead at the end. So for me, it was like, that's something we can clean up for sure. And just continuing to play together. I think that's the message for both sides of the court.
Lexi, can you kind of take us through that last shot by Caitlin from your vantage point?
Oh my God. I kid you not, I was holding my breath because from my view, I thought Cody was going to get it.
Oh.
And then it like slipped through, and still holding my breath, and to see it go through. I mean, I have complete confidence that it's going to go in, but to see it go in and put us in the lead, that was one of the biggest moments we've had this season. So very excited. And just for Caitlin, very happy to see it go through for her and for us. I think that's definitely